This part is
Hello there. If you're wondering why there's such a long pause, it's because of the vibes. The vibes of today are contemplative, quiet, and it's because of what's about to happen, and also the fact that I do therapy right before I do this. Today's bird fact is sometimes you should take a walk in the cold or at night or as long as you're safe. Always be safe. ABS. Always be safe. And yeah, sometimes just like take a 10-minute walk. Listen to some music maybe if that's an option, or maybe just don't. Just notice and appreciate the wonders that are around you. Just the little wonders. You know, the little sounds. Maybe there's a bird. There's a bunch of birds in the bush that's outside of our where I live, and they always chirp so loudly until you walk near them, and then they'll fall silent. And then when you walk away, they all start chirping again. And that's just beauty, you know? It's beauty. That's my bird fact of the day. Take a 10-minute walk and notice the beauty. Okay? Anyways, let's read Homestuck. Let's read the beauty that is this fucking disaster that's about to take place. Um Elsewhere in Paradox Space, the beginning of Act 5, we examine another planet, forgotten by time, but we will strive to remember. What was this planet's name? Oh, haha. Nice one, Smarty Pants. Really hilarious. But let's get real around here. No more clowning around. It's in a different language because it's a different planet. Bing! That is much better. In fact, as it happens, your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? We examined the planet Alternia. Somewhere on this planet, there is a young troll. We've seen this before because we saw the two moons all the way back with when we saw Jack Noir. Sorry, no, not Jack Noir. Spade Slick, who was in exile on that desert planet, and the desert planet had two moons. Here we are. It's Alternia. Excuse me. It's Hive Bent, baby. Not Homestuck, Hive Bent. Which I don't really know why it's bent and not, like, I don't know. I don't get that exactly. But look who it is! This young troll stands in his respite block. It just so happens that today, the 12th bilunar perigee of the sixth dark season's equinox, is the day of this young troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day. Though it was 6 solar sweeps ago he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. 6 Alternian solar sweeps, for convenient reference, is equivalent to 13 Earth years. Earth, also for convenient reference, is a planet that does not yet exist. What? What will the name of this young troll be? So we have gone so far back in time that Earth doesn't exist. Add to another planet that we don't even know anything about. So, but here we are. What's this guy's name? Whoosh! Oh, there's no animation for this? That's a shame. But look at him. He's already seen him in hero mode. You enter something predictably derogatory, and this guy gets fed up by your shenanigans in record time. This guy has a lot of troll pals, and their adventures are going to be quite extensive and convoluted to an even greater degree than perhaps one may be accustomed. He thinks that if you think that we have time to drag out every little gag and expected pattern along the way, you've got another thing coming. He thinks you should cram that sobering understanding in your chitinous windhole and tamp it down hard with your ugly, stupid-looking cartilage nub. Wow. Just another play on the format. Try again. Your name is Carcat Vantis. I've already been using Carcat's name, but for now we officially know it. As was previously mentioned, it is your Wriggling Day, which is barely even worth mentioning. It is an anniversary, if anything, to lament the faults of your existence, of which there are assuredly plenty. Equally plenty are and somewhat related to that topic, are your interests. You have a passion for ridiculously terrible romantic movies and rom-coms. You should really be embarrassed for liking this dreadful cinema, but for some reason, you are not. You like to program computers, but you are notoriously pretty awful at it. Your programs invariably damage the machines on which they are executed, which is just as well, since you like to believe that you specialize in computer viruses. When you mature, you aspire to join the ranks of the most lethal members of your society, the Threshicutioners. You like to practice with your really cool sickle, but just wind up looking like a kind of doofus by yourself in your room. You like to chat with some of your other troll pals, most of which drive you batshit up the fucking belfry. You have been trying out a new chat client beta called Trollian, and you are not really sure what you think about it yet. Your troll tag is carcinogeneticist, and you speak in a manner that is almost exclusively ornery all the time. Later on, you will play a game with 5 other friends and go on a big adventure with them. This game, for convenient reference, is a game that does not yet exist, but it will soon. What will you do? So there's a lot going on here. One thing I did want to mention before we move on is that Carcat is 6/12. So this is the 12th bilunar pedigree of the 6th dark seasons equinox. And so 6/12 is one of the magic Homestuck numbers, just like how 4/13 is one of the magic Homestuck numbers. And it's, as you can see, it was released 6/12 on June 12th, 2010. So just more number magic that they're doing. And these are Carcat's interests. There's some parallels here, like he's into terrible movies and he's not embarrassed about it, except for he's just into rom-coms as opposed to 80s flicks. And John's into those things. And he likes to program computers but isn't very good at it. And John likes to program computers and isn't very good at it. And they have their own little switches, but it's just the parallels are interesting because obviously Carcat is the first troll that we're officially meeting in Hivebent, and just like John was the first kid. Carcat, examine slimy purple pod. It is your Recuperacoon, full of nourishing soper slime. Every young troll enjoys the cozy embrace of such a vessel each night, and the relaxing ooze helps assuage the terrible visions of blood and carnage that plague the dark subconscious of your species. It is so inviting. A few minutes couldn't hurt. So here we see that the entire society of trolls is just like really wicked fucked up. Carcat, get in. Okay, this sure is cozy and all, but you can't be napping all day like a chump. Damn it, you're a busy guy. You are sort of a big deal. Goddamn slime. Now you have to change your clothes too. What were you thinking? Luckily, all of your clothes are the same. Trolls think fashion is stupid. Low-key, that comes up in the future. Carcat, examine movie posters. Okay, it's time to get serious here. Sweet troll Gigas. Let's get real and get down to some major business. You space out and get caught up reading the titles of the films for about 5 minutes. Wow, these movies are great. You don't care what anyone says. Pure magic. Is that John Cusack? The thing that most people don't realize is that John Cusack is a universal constant. Also, I love these are the titles. This is just clearly Hitch. Only instead of Hitch, it's this giant super long title because it's already been established that those are the titles of the movies. Also, another minor detail to point out is in the Homestuck arrow, it's typically the 2 equal signs and the forward arrow, which would create 4 little dashes and an arrow, which if you look at it from the side, it looks like a little tiny house. And this one, as you can see, there's 12. Ooh. This movie. Okay, this one even you have a hard time defending, but still, it's so good. The best thing about it is how Troll Sandler doesn't make you want to punch anything. like nothing at all, really hard or anything. 51st Dates, but trolls. Also, he's just called Trolled Sandler. Carcat, Capsulog Sickle. You grab your trusty sickle with your encryption modus. To retrieve it, you'll need to hack the code to open the card vault left behind. I love how they're like, we're not going to do any dumb, goofy shit this time, and then they just immediately start doing dumb, goofy shit. This will obviously prove to be a completely ridiculous and untenable way of managing an inventory and lead to a great many follies. Later on, you would swap your modus with your hacker friend, a guy who, unlike you, happens to be competent with programming. It would only make sense. But for the time being, it makes your life kind of a nightmare. There are so many stupid things that happen because of this modus. So many. You just have no idea. Carcat, take card vault. God damn it! You hear some unhappy grumbling through the hole below. This was not the coolest thing that you could have done just now. Just got even heavier. He just encrypts a big encrypted block. Carcat, examine large black book. You make quite sure not to capsulog it and simply pick it up and read it. ATH, a handbook for the imminently deceased. Chapter 1. Prepare your ATH file. Dig your grave. A bone to pick. For death begins with life's first breath, and life begins at touch of death. Troll Will Smith. ATH this, additional graves, execute null, this dot die. It is a thick programming manual called ATH, a handbook for the imminently deceased. ATH is an insufferable language to work with. Its logic is composed of nothing but infinite loops, or at best, loops of effectively interminable construction. The above page is the intro section documents the simplest possible ATH code structure. Any code deviating from this basic structure will not compile. You have a whole bunch of code samples you've been messing around with on your computer. It's been frustrating at best and debilitating to your machine at worst. Carcat, leave your room. ATH was somehow somewhat mentioned all the way back in John's room. I don't feel like going all the way back, but if you go back to one of those earlier episodes, I probably pointed it out, being like, oh, this is a thing, and this is a reference to something in the future. Also, this image, this little like face that's on the book, is, I'm pretty sure, pulled straight out of Problem Sleuth. So it's all just rehashed assets and references. It's not a rehashed asset, it's a reference. Carcat, leave your room. Look, it's his house. That's cool. It's pretty cool art. Pretty neat. You step outside your respite block onto one of your hive's numerous extraterrestrial landing slats. You were allowed to design this hive when you were young, after you emerged victorious from your trials deep in the brooding caverns. You have lived here with your custodian ever since. It's almost as if your people have placed great cultural importance on teaching children to become architecturally adept while very young. It has been this way since ancient times. No one seems to know why that is. Getting to build your own hive at a young age, using whatever meandering design you chose, likely has left you jaded to the notion of customizing your abode. You certainly wouldn't get all that worked up about a game that happened to allow you to do such a thing, at least not for that reason. So basically foreshadowing that the society of Alternia maybe knew that Esper was a thing and was training all their young to get comfortable building houses. Carcat, examine neighborhood. He looks so stupid here. Hive bent. It's also not a flash like it was for John. The lawn rings are empty. Blood skims the void in your porous cranial plates, as if grazing the hollow of a threshed stem, or say, an abandoned cocoon. A sour note is produced. It's the one agitation plays to make its audience squirm. It is your 6th wriggling day, and as with all 5 preceding it, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Look. You don't have time for fancy poetry. It's almost as useless as those arm-swing flappy things on mailboxes, assuming you even knew what those were, which you don't. Trolls don't have mail. Mail is almost as useless as poetry to them. Poetry is the swing-arm flappy dealy of words, and mail is the red tilty lever doodad of giving people shit. Frankly, you don't know about things skimming voids or grazing hollows or whatever. You've got ambition. You were meant to be a big shot, to be in charge of something huge and really important, and to be totally ruthless about it. You just haven't found the dominion in which you're destined for greatness yet, or even a vague concept of it. You haven't found your purpose, but you will tonight. You stew in your own impotent aggravation in the cool dusk breeze. During the dark seasons, it remains dusk for most of the day. It can stay dark for many bilunar peregrees at a time, but even if it didn't, you would still have this feeling. You have a feeling it's going to be a long night. Karkat is pissed. And this is low-key a reference. Not really, just the coloring. The coloring is kind of a foreshadowing. Karkat, go back inside. You head back into your block and hit up your computer station. No word from any of your loudmouth pals. No news is good news. Sweet music to your auricular sponge clots. They have so many frickin' words just to make up different anatomy, which is a little weird given things that happened far into the future. But basically, none of their body parts are the same as any of our body parts, but at the same time, they're all basically the same. They just never use the same language. Karkat, check out magazine. It's the latest issue of Game Grub. This one appears to boast about exclusive leaks. They all boast about that. You're not even really sure what that means. Karkat, check out DVD. It is a DVD of one of your favorite series, The Thresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's about a green Threshcutioner cadet who sasses up the Blue Bloods in his Flay Squad pretty good. Their blood is literally blue. Lousy snobs. But Troll Will Smith shows them how to loosen up. He's pretty much your hero. Troll TV shows have shorter titles than Troll movies because TV is a much newer form of media in their society, which is a good thing because it would be pretty hard to make this funny joke otherwise. This is all just fucking... They just thought of the joke and then they are filling in the backstory. Also, their blood is literally blue, lousy snobs. That's foreshadowing. Karkat, get down to business on computer. Okay, enough messing around. Time to get some work done. Maybe a little programming or... Oh god. It figures that installing this new beta chat client would open up the floodgates. All your moron friends are going to be hounding you relentlessly. Not that they needed an excuse before. You wonder what this chump wants. Karkat, answer troll. Oh my lord. A new character and a new voice, and this is an important one, everybody. This is a really important one. Terminally Capricus began trolling carcinogeneticist. What is up, my inverted brother? I don't know if I feel good about that. I'm gonna keep on experimenting. What in the sweet almighty taint chafing fuck do you want? Not a motherfucking thing, bro. Other than I be checking out how my best motherfucking friend is at, yo. I really can't stand you, and I hate how you type. It just bothers me so much. Have I mentioned that? You say it pretty much every time we talk, yeah. But, I don't have to. See? But I mean, this feels so motherfucking unnatural and shit. You just gotta be going with what feels right at where your heart's up in, you know? Best friend? I wonder what kind of shitty thing I did to deserve such an awful best friend. Or maybe that terrible thing I'm going to do and get punished for in advance. Maybe I'm just like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash who ever lived and don't know it yet. But hey, look, your friendship is Exhibit A, I guess. It's such a beautiful thing. This troll disease called friendship. Friendship isn't a disease, shit sponge. It's like a mistake, a big joke of nature. It's a miracle. Oh no, don't. Don't start with the miracles again. Man, everywhere I look, alls I see is motherfucking miracles. It's so spiritual, all these miracles and shit. Okay, like just be taking this fucking tits bottle of fucking Faygo I just cracked up open. And how it's being all like hissing and shit. Motherfucking hissing, man. Who went all and told it to do that? How would it even do that? It's crazy. It's a miracle. It's carbonation, you ignorant douche. Try getting schooled sometime instead of slurping down that weird swill all day and fondling your stupid horns. No, bro. I don't want to know. Don't even tell me. Knowing shit just steals up all the fucking magic from my miracles like a motherfucking thief. And that ain't cool. The only miracle is that you like that disgusting sludge. Where do you even get that stuff? It's also a miracle how you dress like an imbecile and are basically the stupidest asshole I've ever known. Actually, you're right. There are miracles everywhere. I've been a fool. See, man? I'm straight up telling you. Miracles. It's like, all right, computers, right? What the fuck? Miracles is what? Fuck you. Fuck you for me just reading that. Anyway, what's up with your bad self? For serious here. Isn't something big all going down? What? I heard something big was going all down. Just all be telling me all what motherfucking it's up and all about. Stop saying all. Are you talking about TA's thing? Yeah, fuck yeah, man. So mysterious. I'm never getting ceased to be amazed by all these fucking mysteries life's got for us. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll talk to him tonight about it. Maybe I won't. It's probably just another one of his projects that winds up being completely useless and a huge waste of my time. Yeah, maybe, but he's your best friend though, so it's all cool. Anyway, I thought this sounded like a pretty big motherfucking deal, my man. What? Oh, bro, never mind. I just fucking did like to scare the shit out of myself here. These damn horns. You've got to get rid of those things. They make it more embarrassing to know you, which is a friggin' miracle that that's even possible. Like, wow, God sure cooked up a doozy there. Twinkly-eyed son of a bitch just keeps you guessing, doesn't he? Man, you know you want to give my horns a good squeeze. Actually, you know what will be the miracle to end all miracles? It'll be if I ever meet a kid I despise more than you. That will make me a motherfucking convert. I'll see light so bright, I'll need GC to walk me around so I don't bump into shit. Sign me up for your idiotic clown religion, okay? Ha ha ha, you fucking got it, brother. Okay, so the first reference of Faygo was here today on 6/14. And yeah, all kinds of good stuff. TA is Twin Armageddons. GC is Gallus Calibrator. So Carcat was making fun of blind people. Oh, here we go. Whoa, what the motherfuck? Who's this motherfucker? It's cool. Life is like that sometimes. It's full of mysteries. You'll be doing one thing, then something else hits you just like that, and you roll with it. That's what you do when life hands you lemons. You sure as fuck don't make lemonade, because who the fuck knows where that fucking shit came from? It's squeezed out of miracles is where. So, what's this motherfucker's name? Enter name. Your name is Gamzee Makara. You get pretty excited by clowns of a grim persuasion, which may not be in full possession of their mental faculties. Clowns that might not be in full possession of their mental faculties? Okay, that's a reference. You belong to a rather obscure cult, which foretells of a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels, which will rise one day on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The beliefs of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in more common lawn rings. But you don't care. You gotta be going with what feels right at where your heart's up in, you know? You like to practice on your one-wheel device, which you are god-awful at, because your feet do not reach the pedals. You enjoy a fine beverage, and like to do a little baking sometimes. You've got all these horns all over the place, and sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You like to chat a lot with your pal Carcat, who is usually pretty cranky, but he is your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends, who you also like a lot. Your troll tag is terminally capricious, and you speak in a manner that is just a little bit whimsical. What will you do? Gamzee, captcha bottle of Faygo. You snag a bottle of Faygo. To consume the beverage is what your fellow devotees refer to as kickin' the wicked elixir. It is captcha through your miracle notice. You have absolutely no idea how this thing works, and you don't want to know. Gamzee, captcha computer. You take your husk top. Sometimes you like to just pick stuff up and watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life is beautiful. Gamzee, ride one-wheel device. You decide to give this diabolical contraption a shot. Maybe one of these days you will get one more suited to your proportions. For now, this is all you have to work with. You just have to figure out how to stay on the thing without flying off the handle. Ba-da-bop. There's a reference back to Strider. You do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a big pile of horns. Honk! Ooh, this is our first honk. Wow, it's full of firsts today. Gamzee, sample delicious pie cooling on the counter. It is still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the soap or slime pie. You aren't supposed to eat that slime. It does funny things to a troll's head. But you were never taught that on account of a lousy upbringing. Your custodian was always out to sea. That's where he is now. Maybe you will go outside and see if you can spot him. Gamzee, take a juggling club. Club kind. You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you are going to go out. It is dangerous to leave unarmed. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Gamzee, go outside. He lives out on the beach. Bup. You leave your hive and head out to the beach. There's no sign of your custodian. You should not stay out here very long. The sea dwellers are quite hostile. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone who will put up with you. Now, if you could only figure out how to get your husk top out of this stupid thing. It'll be a miracle if you can manage. Gamzee, retrieve husk top. Poof. Ah! You say a short prayer to your beloved mirthful messiahs and splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. Launch! Your Silodex launches your beverage far, far into the ocean. You wonder if you can just sort of reach over and... Gamzee. Answer troll. Gallows Calibrator began trolling terminally capricious. We know Gallows Calibrator. That's the blind one. GC. Hey, Gamzee. You want to play games? Gamzees is with me? Hey, yeah, that sounds like a motherfucking shits bitchits. It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking you is because your name is like game, and no other reason. Get it? Haha, well, I heard of worse fucking reasons to be getting all about to do something. Honk. No, that should bother you, that reason. Why don't things like that bother you? No wonder Vantus can't stand you. But who cares about him? We're going to have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together. Or whatever you said. So, is this the game I've heard about? The big mystery? Yeah. Whoa, okay, this is going to be fucking insane. But can we play a little later? I'm outside keeping an eye out here for the old goat. You know how it is with family. No, not really. A derp. Oh, yeah. Way to go. How does that stupid bottled syrup of yours taste with your hoof so far up your mouth? Sorry. Anyway, I'll go inside in a while. Why don't you get Carcat to fire up that motherfucker with you, though? He likes games. Oh no. God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try to play stuff with him, but wow, did I learn my lesson. Alright, well, I'll try to get in and get up on my chill real soon and we can play. Just give me a minute. Bullshit! You know you're just gonna sit there on the beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello? Gams? What? Oh man, sorry. I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever seen the ocean? Or I mean, smelled it? Sorry. Angry face. Carcat, get some programming done. Import universe U. Import author Carcat. ATH Carcat. Execute null. This die. Also, we can see the chump roll on the Trollian. And here's all the names. Apocalypse Arisen, Adios Toreador, Twin Armageddons, Carcinogeneticist, Arsenic Catnip, Grim Auxiliatrix, Gallows Calibrator, Arachnid's Grip, Centaur's Testicle, Terminally, Capricus, Caligulus, Aquarium, and Cuttlefish Kohler. And as you can see, they're all made with A, T, G, and C. Now I wonder why that is. Finally, some peace and quiet. Now you can bear down on your coding. This will surely last all evening without interruption. You reopen one of your ATH projects you started recently. You were still horsing around with the conditions for terminating the loops. What many ATH coders do is import finite constructs and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on the death of the universe, labeled U. That way, you only have to wait billions of years for it to end instead of forever. Import universe U. You have bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Any routine at the end will execute when you die. You figure this might be handy for coding something to release a final will and testament, or maybe some doomsday virus. You spend a lot of time thinking of ways to make the perfect doomsday virus. Conveniently absent from ATH's extensive import library are entities with short lifespans, like a rapidly decaying particle that only lasts a millisecond sure would be handy, or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding with this language is all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. Your hacker buddy is obnoxiously good at it. He sent you some files which you still don't understand, but you're not going to admit that. He's even better at making viruses than you, which really gets stuck in your nook. Carcat, check out one of his files. Bifurcate this. Import universe U1, import universe U2. ATH U1, ATH U2. Execute ATH this, execute null. Execute ATH this, execute null. This, dot, die. This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode and places a curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he'll ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on, you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't even know how he does stuff like this. What does this even mean? It's nonsense. Is it even syntactically viable? Are you allowed to color text like that? Arg. Maybe you should ask him about it sometime. Oh, speak of the devil. Here he is bugging you about something. Time to put on your game face and pretend you don't think very highly of his abilities. Twin Armageddons. We've talked to this guy back in... Oh, yeah, check this thid out is the name of the file. And this does matter. Not surprisingly, this causes the user's computer to explode and places a curse on the user forever, and Carcat, of course, runs it. Carcat, answer troll. He's pissed. Show pester log. Twin Armageddons began trolling carcinogeneticist. KK, don't flip your fit about this, but I'm setting you two up to play a game with some people. I don't remember what his voice was like. Whatever. You're all just gonna have to get over it. Why would I flip my shit about that? Because you flip your shit about everything. Well, will you look at this? Here's my shit, and yet it remains unflipped, just sitting there on the skillet, getting burned on one side. It's a miracle. Oh no. Are you into miracles now too? Because if you are, you're fired preemptively from the game. Fuck no. Okay, nice. Miracles are like poop stains on God's underwear. Hehehe, making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do. Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do. That's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God launders in mysterious ways. Right on. But let's shut our mouths a second and talk about this game. It'll only be a second, really. You don't have to do too much. Okay, good, because I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing anyway? Why all the secrecy? Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation you play with a group. The long story is that the fate of our civilization depends on us playing it. Heh. I guess the long one was shorter than the short one. Fuck. That sounds a little melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you, color me unsurprised. Screw you, Vantis. This shit is more real than Kraft grub sauce. More real than Kraft grub sauce? Maybe I shouldn't do the lisp that much. It feels a little offensive. I don't know. Right. Okay. So you made this game? No. More like I adapted it. From what? Some crazy technology AA dug out of some ruins? Haven't you talked to her about it? Man, no. I can't talk to her. She's so spooky. I don't know why most of our friends are such psychos. Probably it's because most trolls are. If you heard what I heard every night, I mean, wow, fuck. No, let's not talk about your weird mutant brain. And don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits, you douche. I told you like 1 billion times. It can't do that, you nub-slurping fuckpod. Why are you two up to this secrecy stuff? Why haven't you told me anything about this? KK, I'm sorry, but it's really kind of a private matter between me and her, and I'd appreciate it if that was respected. Oh, God. Stop being so sensitive. It's a repugnant quality. Okay, how about you take your own advice? You are such a blubbering hypocrite. You're lucky I'm so fucking magnanimous and charitable, because otherwise, there's no chance I'd waste my time on you. What a load of shit. This act that you think you're actually a hotshot, you know you hate yourself. Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot. Yeah, well, I hate you way more than I hate myself, and that's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and you hate yourself, and you hate me combined. Oh, fuck. That is noise in every leaking orifice. It's got you... Wait, I can't even fucking read this. Oh, fuck that noise in every leaking orifice. It's got... You know I hate the combined product of you and myself more than you could ever begin to hate me and myself and you and yourself on your worst day. So fucking deal with it. Oh my God, they're such teens. Such 13-year-olds. Okay. Timeout for the idiot. The idiot gets a timeout and shuts up for a second. That's you. Just tell me what to do about this game. Okay, well, I'll send you a download soon. I'm setting up 2 teams, like 2 separate competing teams, so that there's a better chance of at least one group winning. And also, I guess to see which one can win faster. Okay, let me guess. There's a red team and a blue team, right? Yeah. You're on the red team. I will be the leader of the blue. Okay. Then I guess I can pick my teammates then? Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that. What? Dude, I did not think you'd be interested in this. Don't act all offended. Oh, wow. Now I see. Really fucking clever picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing with. I knew you were cheater low-life fucking scumbag with no scruples or self-esteem and were basically worthless on every level, but somehow I'm still disappointed in you. Yeah, I'm such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with a leadership gig. What an inconsiderate, knuckle-sponged asshole I've been. I'm a hatched leader and you know it. I know your filthy seed flap is fluttering in the profane breeze that's shooting out of your thinking meal tunnel. I do know that much. How do you get out of your cocoon in the morning knowing you're the worst thing a universe was ever responsible for? Also, it must be hard with your hands to persistently bothering every mutated set of genitals peppering that ghastly husk you pawn off as a body. Oh my god. Has a female ever looked at you without at once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano? Answer me that. This is so immature. I'm basically just laughing at how immature you are. Like, I really give a fuck who the red leader is. You want to be the red leader? Fine. Talk to GC about it. I guess these conversations we have do get kind of embarrassing in retrospect. Are we not friends anymore because of stuff I said? You literally ask me that every time. Are you joking? I can't even tell anymore. It's a joke, moron. Honestly, I'm just glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we just make a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here, scrolling up and reading this. Yeah, okay. Oh wow, the 13-year-old friends. They competitively hate each other and themselves, and then that's just troll culture. It's so much more toxic than the kids. All right. Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crabby. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. You don't understand why that's a joke yet. This is not an encounter you were looking forward to. You'll probably put it off as long as you can manage. Who are we skipping over to? And also look, all the windows, instead of 4 panes, have 12 panes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Look who it is. We know this person. Why, who's this young lady? Your name is Terezi Pyrope. Now we finally can just call her Terezi. It's carcinogeneticist. You are pretty enthusiastic about dragons, but you have a particular affection for their colorful scales, which you gather and use to decorate your hive. Though you live alone, deep in the woods, you surround yourself with a variety of plushy pals known as scalemates. You often spend your days with them in rounds of live-action role-playing, LARP. You used to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You take an interest in justice, holding particular fascination for orchestrating the demise of the wicked. You have taken up the study of brutal Alternian law, and surround yourself with legal books. You have no need for copies printed in troll braille because you can smell and taste the words. You hope one day to join the honorable ranks of the legislators. Like laceration? Legislatorators. Your troll tag is Gallows Calibrator, and you speak with the numerals the blind prophets once used, which is, of course, just leet speak. You're presently the leader of the Red Team, poised to begin a mysterious game with 5 other friends in direct competition with another 6 of your friends, comprising the Blue Team. What will you do? Also, you may have noticed that the trolls all have the astrological signs on their t-shirts, and of course the lawyer, the person who is interested in law and legal books, is a Libra, which famously uses the scales and also is very into decorating things with scales, dragon scales specifically, which also are implied to be real on Alternia because she has actual dragon scales that she decorates with. Terezi, cut to the chase and begin LARPing immediately. It's pretty hard to live-action roleplay when there is no one who is alive nearby, but all of your scalemates are alive to you. At least you pretend to believe that to annoy people. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favorite scenarios, court block drama. His honorable tyranny presides. On trial is an especially detestable fellow, Senator Lemonsnout. You have sparred with this scumbag before. Tonight he faces justice. You will play the role of the prosecuting attorney. On Alternia, there is no such thing as a defense attorney or a defense. In a court block, the word defense itself is offensive. It's hyper-aggressive society. Terezi, interrogate. Terezi's in hero mode. Scalmate. Most of the interrogation is in the intimidating silence. Terezi, slap him around a bit. Slap. Slap. You don't want to slap too hard. Enough to sting, but not enough to bruise. It must be methodical, businesslike, and persistent. You only stop when you smell tears. Damn, Terezi. Mr. Senator, you smell very nice. Your luscious yellow scales are like the sweetest gumdrops to the prosecution's nose. But your deceit stinks. Did you honestly think you could dip your corpulent snout into the imperial beetle coffers like that and get away with it? Did you think your revolting abuse of the public trust would go unnoticed? Think again, good senator. While the prosecution may be blind, rest assured, the League of Legislators sees all. Terezi, call a witness. Oh, well played, Lemonsnout. Well played. The prosecution's key witness, murdered. How convenient. The court block has little choice but to acknowledge your cunning. You have earned just a teensy sliver of your respect back. For now. But wait. Oh my! What have we here? Shocking development. The prosecution begs your pardon, dear Senator, but you appear to have dropped something. A personal satchel, perhaps? Chock full of illicit embezzled beetles, with which you have an unmitigated cheek to waltz before his tyranny, concealed beneath your ill-gotten finery? The prosecution requests a short recess from his honorable tyranny so that all law-abiding and mother grub-fearing citizens may go outside and puke. I guess money in this world is just beetles? I don't know. Terezi, sentence the criminal. Flip. This is some real Two-Face shit. As the prosecutor, it is your job. Excuse me. As the prosecutor, it is your job to reach a final verdict and sentence the reprehensible felon, while his tyranny watches in silence and submits grim approval. But you take pity on this miserable bureaucrat. You are feeling merciful. You will give him a fighting chance. You will flip a double-headed troll cigar, like Caesar, to decide his fate. You do this quite often when making important decisions, kind of like Batman's nemesis, Two-Face, or that guy from No Country for Old Men. It turns out there's a lot of badasses out there flipping coins, but those are Earth things, and you've never heard of them. It's safe to say you borrowed this gimmick from one of the many, many troll things that are out there that's got hard-boiled dudes flipping coins for major stakes. You base the habit on whichever one smells the most badass. Terezi, flip. Thing! Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The coin tumbles through the air. Lemonsnout is sweating bullets. Ting! A favorable flip. The senator exhales in relief. But what are you so happy about, Mr. Lemonsnout? He looks a bit confused. He quivers, his lowly proboscis at the coin. See? The coin has exonerated him. Coin? What coin? Surely you jest, Mr. Senator. The prosecution sees no coin. She's blind, remember? Whoop! Foom! Damn, Terezi. Hanging little scales. She's hanging a bunch of them. Hanging all these dragons. Also, I think it's funny that she has these plushies, and Dave has a bunch of, like, the Smuppet plushies in his place. Terezi, adjourn. That was crazy. Another triumph for justice. The court block is adjourned. You offer final salutations to his tyranny in the customary manner. Okay, that's not customary at all. You're just kind of weird. It's just that your red chalk is the most delicious chalk. You cannot get enough of it. Anyone who says there's a more delicious chalk out there simply reeks of deceit. Is this a little foreshadowing for her talking to Dave? Because he's red text. She loves the red text. You sure had to go through a lot of trouble to do that. Terezi, go get your cane. You take your walking cane, which you use as a weapon, kind of like Earth Daredevil, who you've never heard of. You will use it to wallop enemies when you enter the medium. The narrator is going so crazy. He's just like referencing stuff that none of the characters know about. Like this. Wallop. Ooh, just a little quick flash forward to what it's like when Terezi goes into the medium in the future. Terezi, begin recruiting red team members. Back to the present. Oh, she's licking the screen. And you can see all these smears of her frickin' licking her screen. Your nose begins scouring your trump roll through the saliva smears on your monitor for potential teammates so that you can start playing. No, not her. Nope, not her either. Definitely not that guy. Okay, how about this girl? You like to roleplay with her sometimes via chat. You pretend you are a member of the mysterious and noble Dragonid race, while she does her own goofy thing. You don't have it in your heart to tell her that your chat RPing is meant facetiously. I meant facetiously. That's funny. Terezi, troll AC. Arsenic catnip. Aw. It's the Leo symbol. This is my troll. Because I'm a Leo. GC. Oh, God. Here we go. This is a new character. I'm gonna have to do a new voice. This is gonna be embarrassing to read this one. Okay, here we go. GC lands on your whelping stoop and raps on your cave with her noble and elegant talon, and once with her mighty snout for good measure. I kind of imagine her having a higher pitched voice, but not quite. But like also kind of like chill. Maybe something like this? Yeah, okay. I guess if this is loud enough. I don't really know. Alright, I'm just gonna go with this. This character doesn't really talk that much, I don't think. AC saunters from her dark cave, a little bit sleepy from the recent kill. AC uses one of her mouths to lick the fresh blood off her paws, and the other one to blow you a kiss. Oh, surprise face. GC, with a mighty whisk of her mighty tail, plucks the kiss out of the air mightily. GC pockets the kiss in her enchanted rucksack for later to do something magical, like make goblin wishes come true. Yes, AC finds that to be a most admirable use of a kiss. She thinks that goblin wishes need to come true, just like any other kind of person's wishes. AC begs her pardon while she rips apart this tasty beast to prepare a meal for her cubs. GC eyes the beast hungrily and mightily. Uh-oh! GC eyes the cubs hungrily and mightily, especially mightily. Don't you dare! I mean, AC shouts, don't you dare! Indignantly. But it is too late. GC scoops up a plump cub with her glistening majestic tail and flies off magically. The innocent cub is crying and crying and crying. AC says no and looks a bit crestfallen. AC gets a clever idea to slake the majestic dragon's mighty hunger. She prepares the lion's share of the slain armored color bear for GC. GC's magnificent curiosity has been perked. Is it a bull color bear? Oops, she asked that. AC pauses for a moment and nods knowingly with a couple of smug grins on her face. She confirms it is indeed the bulliest of bears. GC instantly loses interest in the puny cub and drops it to the ground far below. But as it happens, the really cute cub lands in a bush safe and sound. Whew! GC's alarming and splendiferous girth. Oh god, this is fucking me up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this long term. We'll just see how far I can go with this.
GC's alarming and splendiferous girth settles over the succulent polar bear steak. When she finishes the savory red meat, she lifts her proud, wise head and opens her great big mouth and speaks the ancient tongue of 1,000 wisdoms. She says, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" AC crinkles up her nose and prepares for a really unprecedented marathon of baffling feline obstinacy. Her dragonid suitor will make neither rhyme nor reason of her perplexing behavior for even an instant. No, that was a real question. Want to play a game? Oh, okay, if you mean a computer game, then yes, that sounds like fun. Okay, you can be on my team. Team? Who else is playing? I haven't decided yet. A whole bunch of us in 2 teams. Oh, well, it does sound like it will be a lot of fun, but I think I should get permission first. Blar, that's so stupid. He's not the boss of you. I know, but still, I'm kind of scared of him, and I think it's perhaps best to just run it by him so that there isn't a kerfuffle about it or anything. This is stupid in such a terrible myriad of dumb ways. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. You kill big animals with your hands, with your bare hands. And in any case, he lives nowhere near you, so the whole thing is extra stupid. I know, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. I'll just mention it casually and it'll be fine, I'm sure, and then we can play in just a little bit. Fine. In the meantime, I will go round up some more people to play. Okay.
Terezi, troll, TC. Oh, and then we already have this conversation. Yeah, motherfucking sounds like motherfucking shits biscuits. And of course, none of it's going in chronological order because what did you think this was? It's certainly not Homestuck, but it's definitely Hive Bent. You then proceed to have the rest of this conversation we already read. No luck in getting this guy to play with you right now either. You guess that leaves... Oh no, not Carcat. You were only going to ask him as a last resort. You wonder what he wants. You will try to avoid mentioning the game. Hopefully, he hasn't caught wind of it yet. Terezi, deal with Carcat. Hey, guess what? Big news. Like, holy shit, stop the presses. This is a humongous deal sort of news. Blar, what is it? You're not the red team leader. That's me. I'm the leader. It's been decided on an official basis. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to make a big stink about this and say, wow, I want to be the leader? Sad face, sad face, sad face. What? No. I mean, you can, but it won't do any good because I'm the leader and that's all there is to evacuate through your protein chute on the matter. Which is another reference. Call back. Well, it may surprise you to know that I don't give a crap who gets to be leader because, unlike you, I actually have a fucking smidgen of maturity and self-respect. That's a lie. You're more of a melodrama spaz queen than me. Wow, spaz, haven't heard that word in a while. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so it's 2010, everybody. 15 years out of date. We don't condone this. That's a lie. You're more of a melodrama queen than me, and you know it. And this stuff you're saying is a pretend stunt. You're like a rocket-propelled maggot spring-loaded up the ass of a psychedelic fucking freak-out weasel on idiot drugs. So let's not play make-believe games here. Leader. Me. Ugh, Carcat, I don't care. You can be the stupid leader. I just want to play the game. Okay, great. If it's any consolation, I've selected you to be my second in command. Really? Swoon. Winky face, heart, heart, heart. Fuck you, offer rescinded. Okay, but seriously, I would have suggested you be the leader, but honestly, it comes with serious responsibilities, and I wasn't sure if you were up to that. How could you think that? I'm an incredible leader with all kinds of prioritization and command skills. I'm going to rock the cock off this weather vane. Holy shit, that's a really funny phrase. The chicken on the weather vane. I'm going to rock the cock off this weather vane, and the blue team will wish they never slithered out of the mother grub's heinous undulating asshole. God, sometimes I hate reading the trolls because they're just so horrible to listen to. So just give me the full briefing. What do you know? Okay. Thing you need to know is the leader starts out by running the client application, while I, the lowly second officer, connect to you with a server while I remain generally in awe of your manly grandeur.
and I sit at my computer doing menial chores in support of your heroic escapades, which, honestly, I don't think you're ready for, but whatever. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was made for. Being in charge of adventure, running around and stuff, and fucking shit up like a goddamn hero with a ripper wasp in his jock. Let's get cracking here. Launch your server or whatever. I'll install the hero program. The client? Yeah. Okay, if you insist. Far be it from me to stop you from being so dashing and courageous. And to be perfectly honest, a little bit handsome. Smiley face. Yes, exactly. Now you are making sense. This is the kind of thing that sane people say. Keep at it. There's hope for you yet. Okay, I'll try. Anything to get you to stop being such a baby. Oh, what's a baby? Oh, it's like a mythical little pink monkey. Something my Lucis dreams about? I thought you didn't have one. I don't. Yet. I'm not allowed to. Why not? Why have you never mentioned this anyway? Honestly, Terezi, it sounds like more frothing loony block nonsense. If I ever did have one, it would mean the world was coming to an end. Oh, thank God, you just said something normal. I was starting to worry there. Whew, back in sane land. It's true. I don't completely understand it, but that's what it told me. That's what it told me. We need to get you out of that fucking tree and into a proper goddamn lawn ring. You've been stunted living up there by the whispers of fucking bark gnomes or something. I think one of my neighbors was just cold recently. Maybe you could live there. No way! Screw lawn rings. More like yawn rings. I love my tree. But you're welcome to visit sometime. It's especially nice in the third autumn. Okay, well, speaking of that, I should go downstairs and deal with this grumpy customer. It's going to fondle major seed flap, but hopefully it'll be quick. You can establish your connection and do your trivial sidekick stuff in the meantime. Okay. A little later. Car cat. Terezi's drawing all over it. After the night of Blood's heroic arrival to the land of Pulse and Haze. So that's Carcat's class spec is Night of Blood, which is why I was saying that the color is relevant. And his planet is the land of Pulse and Haze. You quickly crafted a new weapon. Holmes, smell you later. Plus some other cool stuff. Carcat, deal with Terezi. Also, instead of like pestering your friends, they're all just dealing with each other. Oh, and it's the fucking toilet gag again. Okay, I don't think I have time to read this whole thing before the end of the episode. I'm gonna call it here. Plus my voice is not very happy with me with my choices on how to do these characters. So, as you can see, we are getting into the medium. We're starting the adventure. We're starting whatever was happening. And yeah, Carcat makes a sickle and combines it with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Sorry, the Thresh Prince of Bel-Air. So yeah, that's where we'll pick up. Carcat made it into the medium, and we're following their plotline. So that's very exciting for them. And we'll pick up with their conversation with Terezi and Carcat and the endless shenanigans next episode. I hope you are having a great time. I hope if you're studying, the studying is going well. I hope if you're taking exams, the exams go well. I hope if you're recovering from an illness, the recovering from the illness goes well. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.